What is going on YouTube? Is FlopFish here, and welcome back to another episode of Packing It Up. This is episode number 10, and we're kicking it off right away into the gameplay against the Minnesota Wild or North Stars fan, and he's rocking those nice little unis, and I'm rocking my nice little bear jerseys, which are kind of cool. I really like these ones actually, and honestly, the team's actually feeling solid at this point in time, and I'm really starting to feel like I'm gonna start to break out soon. And this game was actually featuring two players, both using the regular Backstrom as the goalie, and guess what, mine didn't exactly do as well as his, unfortunately. Now this is a bit of a weird scenario here. The game's going to stop both times. It's going to stop twice. He's going to get a shot off again. Not much you can do when that happens and you don't have the puck, as you'll be chasing. Gonna get this nice little scoring opportunity in front and converts on the nice little one-timer goal. And I actually outplayed him for a little bit in the first period, not by much. It was a fairly close game again, and then he ends up actually scoring again on a nice shot from the point. One that, again, not my favorite shot to allow in, but I mean, they happen. It happens both ways, and then right off the face-off, he's going to win it back and going to get up to mechanics, and I defended this pretty well, I thought, and, just, again, simple shot, finds a way in. In my opinion, something, it kind of sucks there, to be honest. Again, still feel like I was dominating him in the rest of the period. I did outshoot him and had more time on attack, and then things start to turn around a little bit in the third period. Is right off the face-off, Gabrick's going to get a breakaway, try to go forehand, backhand, or backhand, forehand, kind of fake shot, backhand, forehand. Yeah, that's what it is. And then, unfortunately, get stopped. Then Nick Schultz is going to get a beast of a poke check right up to Gabrick. The two captains combined, and Gabrick's not going to do any trickery right there, and he's just going to snipe this top shelf over the outstretched blocker, I guess, of Backstrom right there to make it 3-1. Then right off the face-off, Tavares is going to come storming in, and Tavares has actually been performing really well for me, but Huberdeau's going to get the puck, and he's going to fire a shot, and this line, again, is a completely dominant line for me, and it is all day like this. And then Tavares is actually going to get a nice little cheeky rebound goal right there, one that, in all honesty, probably shouldn't have gone in, but so that it cuts the lead to 3-2, and we're just firing shots for the rest of the game. Had lots of zone time, ended it on a power play, get a nice scoring chance here, but a big glove save from Nick Backstrom ends up shutting it down, and a couple of wide shots kind of meet my demise there. And again, Galley already had a beautiful chance on that cross crease, but it just goes over his stick, so we lose. And that was actually in amateur playoffs, and that was the only game, unfortunately, of playoffs that we could play because we couldn't find anyone else. Alright, and we're doing some line changes as well. We're actually only going to make one small change right here, but I really just wasn't feeling my team again. Something just seemed a little bit off in playing the game. I like the third pairing with Gregnani and Zidlicki, but again, Eriksson wasn't really doing much for me, and I decided, you know what, let's try full leak out on this fourth line here, and I'm thinking Stoll on the fourth line might not be a good option. I might try to move him up a little bit. It's just, again, it wasn't really feeling right for me, and I do want to kind of change that lineup. I think him and Carter might be a good combination, so that's kind of my thoughts heading into this game, is give these lines one last chance and see what happens as we go ahead and we jump into this game right here. We are going to be facing a Sharks fan here, and I'm pretty sure we've played this guy a few times before, actually. I know we've played him a few times before, maybe once in this series, but he's going to come streaking in here, gets a shot on Brodeur, who is starting the game for us, and actually Schultz is going to pick the puck up here, and he's going to skate up, tries to pass it to Gabrick, gets poke check, but keeps with it nonetheless, jumps over a defender, puts a shot on net. Gabrick's going to try the rebound. Huberdeau's the last to touch it, giving Bobrovsky some trouble, and he gets confused and passes it into his own net, giving us a nice little 1-0 lead on a fairly lucky goal. But on that face-off, it doesn't last long, as Taze is going to win this one, and he is absolutely going to stun Brodeur right here, ripping a shot that's like a taser on Brodeur, just absolutely freezing him and just blows by him. What a shot by Taze, and tying the game up at 1-1. Bit of a tough one there, as I couldn't really do much, but make sure I win that next draw so that doesn't happen again. And the third pairing, again, I really liked it. It was pretty solid, and Greg Nanny is actually going to come up here after the turnover by Zidlicki, gets it to Huberdeau, blows by the defenseman, and just absolutely uncorks a backhander, high glove side over Bobrovsky, who is looking like he's off the case, making it 2-1 for us, and that was an absolutely beautiful shot and a beautiful goal. Fairly even, fast-paced, fun first period. I actually had a pretty high passing rate for once, which is kind of cool to see, but we're going to get a costly penalty here as Gagliardi, I'm pretty sure, is going to take that high sticking penalty on the stick lift. Happens a lot, but you know, it is what it is. It's a bit of a toughie, but who knows. So we're going to get the puck out here, and it's looking fairly promising for the penalty kill, but get bumped off the puck by Hossa, who's going to find Jamie Benn. Going to get checked, gets it to Couture. Couture's going to rip a shot. It goes off the glove of Broder right onto a silver platter for Jamie Benn, who will make no mistake there, tying the game up at 2s. And we are actually going to hopefully get another quick strike here. But we could not muster up it until about 3 minutes left in the second period here. Garrick's going to go a nice little move there. Cannot beat the outstretched pad of Bobrovsky, however. And we end up actually heading into the third period, tied up at 2s. I felt like I really outplayed him in the second period. Lots more time on attack. A lot of his shots were from just inside the blue line. And all of a sudden, we're in the third period here early on. Myers is going to absolutely blow by everyone, pulls it a little bit further out, using his long reach and sniping it past Broder, making it 3-2, and unfortunately, we just could not do anything on this night, firing shot after shot, and it was just save after save from, I think he had the Emmy in net. And it was just a tough win or a tough loss overall, as it feels like even though we were badly outshot, a lot of his shots were from right where he took that one. We had a lot better time on attack, in my opinion. Overall, it's a fairly even game. A lot of our shots were high quality, and a lot of his were just from outside. But we're going to actually make some changes right here as we put Berglund onto the first line. And we're actually going to make a couple more swaps right here. We're going to make Myers go onto the second or first pairing right here. Franzen onto the second, and keep Greg Nanny and Zidlicki together on that third pairing. They seem to be doing fairly well, so that's why I like that pairing. And then again, something just seemed missing about this roster for me, and I decided, you know what, we're going to try out bumping up Eriksson onto that second line right here and Voracek onto the fourth line. And I thought about it, and I'm just like, what about Jarrett Stoll onto that line? And I was thinking about it, and turns out, you know what, I said, you know what, let's let Eriksson center the fourth line right now, and we're going to put Stoll on the left wing. And then I'm just like, wait, he has a beast at faceoffs, so we're going to go ahead and swap him with Carter to make sure we get all the advantages in the faceoff dot that we can. I think Carter has one of the highest faceoff ratings in the game, if not the highest for a regular card. And we're actually going to face against a New York Rangers fan. We are 2-6-1 heading into this game, so we do really need to ramp up our play because, again, we are just playing horrible here. And Berglund's actually going to win the draw, and he's actually going to make a pretty big impact, in my opinion. He really gives Gabrick a little bit of speed here. Myers is absolutely going to crush this guy too. So far, it's a good start here, and, you know, it's just a fairly solid first period. But then he's going to get a shot on goal, and it looks like it's a good goal, but then all of a sudden the ref comes in and is waving it off. So I had no clue what was happening here until we went to the replay. And you can see the shot from Bogosian does get deflected in front of the net. And it turns out, if you can, I don't know if you can even see it on this angle, but I went into the third person replay after the game, and Thornton's stick definitely was above the bar. And it was disallowed. Fortunately for me, caught a good break there. Again, one that actually wasn't a goal though, because his stick was legitimately above the bar. I should have gone in and actually taken a picture of the replay. I wasn't too smart there myself, but you'll just have to take my word for it. And we're gonna fast forward here to the line of Hemsky, Carter, and Stoll, which is absolutely solid for me. Hemsky with a nice deke over to Carter, Carter up to Stoll. Stoll rips a shot, saved by Thomas. And again, this line's just going to go ham. Carter's going to get it out to the point. I believe that's Zidlicki firing a shot that gets stopped again, but Carter's just a pest down here, and he's just going to get the puck again, and he's going to set it out for Stoll, who gets a wicked shot off, but Tim Thomas flashes the leather, keeping the game scoreless after one. It was a fairly even game until the end of the first period. Then I kind of really stepped it up. And then right here, he's going to actually get a breakaway in the second period. But Huberdeau is going to come back with a huge back check. And we dominated that second period. The shot total was like I believe it was 15 to 1, and just huge time on attack, and honestly a dominant performance here. But Myers is going to make a turnover, makes up for it though, demolishing a guy, gets it up to Gabrick. Gabrick, who's been such a beast for me lately, is going to get the puck over to Huberdeau. Berglund gets stopped. Gabrick comes out in front. Guess what he does? He snipes it against his Rangers club, and well, his former club in the Rangers, and we go up 1-0, 2 minutes into the first, and again, Gabrick's going to find a way back here, going to get the puck over to Huberdeau. Tim Thomas makes another nice save there. Thomas was on fire for him the entire night, but Gabrick just doesn't let up, gets it out to Gagliardi, and again, another huge stop by Thomas on that wicked shot by Gagliardi, who doesn't seem to be finding the score streak, but seems to be supporting fairly well. Off the faceoff, Stoll's going to win it back to Zidlicki, who just fires a cannon over the glove side of Tim Thomas and puts us up 2-0, and that lead holds for a while as Hiller making his first start for us as well. Forgot to mention that in the roster update there, but he's making the first start for us as well, and he's played fairly solid the entire game, and including that was probably his biggest save right there, was right there, and the biggest flurry was right here, making a nice couple saves off rebounds and block shots. We're going to get the puck up, get it up to Voracek, and Voracek, you know what he does? Voracek comes in and he snipes as he always does in that area. That seems to be Voracek's hot spot, and that's the way the game kind of went, and it was 3-0, and that was the final score. So we end up going 1-2 again in this episode to finish the episode number 10 here at 3-6-1, I believe was our record or something like that. But anyways, guys, as always, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the next one. Take it easy, and peace out.